Jake, what is your goal with this mud fort?
Living it forever.
Hey yo, what's going on everyone? It's Papa Jake and welcome back to a brand new video. And if you guys have not been tuning in and seeing what we've been up to, then you've been missing out on a lot, because I'm currently standing in front of a giant hole, which more and more every day is becoming not just a giant hole, but our epic underground mud fort that we've been expanding and we have been working on. You guys have been loving these videos and commenting with tons of ideas on how we should survive in this mud fort, because as of right now, our house has kind of been taken over by the creepy stranger. We've got the pond monster running around in our backyard, and the agency is still looking for monster stones. So we need a place to stay for a little while, and what better than a giant hole? We've made some crazy upgrades though. Logan, show them.
Well, first of all, we're building a moat.
It doesn't look like a whole lot yet, but that's just because there's not a whole lot of water. We're using a garden hose, but once this thing is full, it is going to be a real working moat protecting us against monsters. Even if it doesn't, it's also just a giant pit, so.
Right now we have the mud fort, and surrounding the mud fort, we have a moat that's currently filling up with water.
Today's project for Friendly Phil, I am gonna be building a fence around our giant hole, because if I'm sleeping here another night, there is absolutely no chance a monster's coming to eat me. Boat is one thing, but this fence is gonna be extra secure.
I'm gonna set up the mud fort with a lot of snacks. We need to stay the opposite of starving. We need to be hungry. And with Phil, Logan, and Jake all working around the base, we're gonna need a lot of food in our bellies.
Like Jake mentioned, we have these fancy dancy drawbridges. This is really starting to look like a big construction site.
It is, and you guys had so many crazy ideas for us to add on to the base that there's almost too many to do. But one of them that I think I really want to do before we try a 24-hour challenge in here is make a roof. But making a roof over the hole would be super awesome. But for today, I think I'm going to be using some wood to start reinforcing the walls and making it look just a little bit aesthetically better, and also saving us from it, filling up with water.
Jake, if I'm sleeping in the mud fort, it needs to be cozy. It can't be just mud.
What are you gonna do about it, Logan?
Well, I am going to build an easy brick oven. I'm sure you've all heard of an easy bake oven, but have you heard of an easy brick oven? I'm gonna be using these bricks and making a mud oven so we can cook food like sophisticated people. Biggs is tossing twigs, Jake is carrying wood, and Phil is slamming dirt. What if we use this for our bed?
Yeah, I don't really know where it's gonna fit, but we can make a bed. I mean, we can dig it bigger. We can eventually have tunnels leading to other forts, backup forts.
Logan, over here. All right, so as I smack this dirt, it is not for no reason. I am flattening it out so it can become even before I implant the fence poles. And then I think we've got some barbed wire. Jake, why are you digging into my stairs?
Making them better and more secure.
I think my stairs were perfect before.
This is probably the craziest fort we've ever built. We built a lot of crazy forts. Floating box forts, billionaire box forts, but never have we built a full-on mud fort. So if you're enjoying this video, make sure to smack that subscribe button. Woo! Okay, this is gonna be a long night. Jake wants to sleep in our mud fort, so we have a lot of work to do. First things first, I gotta move these bricks.
All right, so right now I'm using some of these wood beams that we have to reinforce parts of the fort, because obviously if it rains or there's wind or anything really outside, this thing could start crumbling apart. So we're gonna be reinforcing the walls and other areas to make sure that it stays and lasts as long as possible.
And Jake, what is your goal with this mud fort?
Living it forever.
All right, right now I'm making shelves to store the candy, because everyone wants candy and you don't want dirt.
Whoa! Biggs, there's a worm in your shelf. There is a worm coming out of your shelf.
What are you doing in my shelf?
You don't have to throw them out like that.
Logan, that's exactly what you have to do. This is our base, our mud hut, not that worm's.
I kind of like the sound of that. Mud hut.
It's a mud fort.
I don't think he liked it.
I really like mud hut. It has a nice ring to it.
Ring a ding ding.
With my friends, I'm in my mud hut.
Ew!
Whoa! Oh,
There's a mosquito on your forehead, and it had taken a bite out of you.
Okay, the mosquito's gone. The only issue with you digging a shelf right there is my easy brick oven is going right there.
There? Well, it could be the pantry. This is where you store your hot dogs and everything you need to cook with the fire that you built. So it's right beside the fireplace.
That is convenient. Every kitchen does need a pantry. to make my easy brick oven. What some see as a hole in a pile of bricks, they don't see the easy brick oven that will be cooking all of our food. Time to get started.
So as you can see, I have put my stakes around the complete perimeter of our hole, and now it is time to add the fencing.
Mud fort, not the hole.
I am also getting very worried. That is not a friendly sky. Friendly Phil does not approve of that sky.
Fireplace is coming along very nicely. The easy brick oven is coming along. Still a lot of work to go. Finishing off, finishing off the easy bake oven, easy brick oven with a chimney. Didn't exactly work out how I planned, so we're gonna have to go in, do some digging, and fix it up. All right, we're in the fort. Honestly, pretty cozy. This is gonna be our back wall for our easy brick oven. The last step is to install the ventilation. Here comes the ventilation shaft.
So we had to shift gears a little bit fast because we noticed that the sky was turning, well, a little gray. And so we thought that there might be rain coming, which is why one of the features we wanted to add, we were kind of even just debating it, was covering the hole itself. And as you guys can see, that is exactly what we have done. We went ahead and we made this massive tarp that we've covered the entire hole in, and it's actually super cozy. You can see here we have Phil's fence around here, which isn't done yet. He's still got some more wire to put on it. But if we go inside, we've got our stairs. We can come down in here where Logan's still working on his fire pit, cook us food. We might need some lights and maybe a generator in here, but I actually like the kind of open concept vibe. And you still have great visuals, so if anyone tries to sneak up on us, we've got a pretty good view for it, and we've got plenty of space over here so the smoke from the fire doesn't stay inside. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is how far we've come with the moat. The moat has been continuing to fill all day, and we still have to fill the other side of it, but as you guys can see, it is looking pretty sick. Might not deter cursed frogs. They might actually like it and start living in it, but it will also deter anyone from trying to, well, you know, walk over here, because still, if you fall in, you're still going down like 2 or 3 feet. Okay, one area that I thought was kind of cool, you'll notice that at the back of the tarp, I saw this. So this is technically part of the moat, but as you guys can see, or kind of see, it leads into the fort. And I was like, this would be a really cool kind of like extra room or something. I mean, we can still fill it with water and make it a moat, but let me know what you think. Should we be like digging out and expanding the fort, or just focusing on making it better right now? I think that's our biggest question. Make the fort better or expand. I know the next thing we're gonna do is get some pallets down in the inside of the hole. We're gonna be setting everything up because obviously we're gonna be surviving here for 24 hours.
Why would you build a bed not inside the fort?
It's not a bed, Logan, it's a lookout. So you can come out of the fort and walk up here and be on the lookout for any monsters coming this way.
It looks like a bed.
Maybe we could use it as a bed.
Logan is currently just down there digging out the next area where this pallet's gonna go.
So as you can see, we're applying the floor to make this place a little bit cleaner. Obviously, this is a dirt fort, and we're getting very dirty, but these floors should help us out in making our night stay a little more cozy. Fire pit's coming along, and now we got our floors.
So after a long day of upgrades and digging, we have made some serious progress on the fort. As you guys can see, we've got our moat here with our drawbridge, which I'll be walking across.
Pretty sweet. Come across here, and welcome to the island.
And there you go, you're on the island. We've also got some new additions, so I'll bring you guys around here.
Oh, Jake, don't miss out on the watchtower, but also the creepy bed. Someone wants to get a good night's rest, they come right here.
It's actually one of my favorite new additions. It's the watchtower, which you can, I guess, technically make a bed. Also gives you the highest vantage point in the entire mud fort. I can see all the way towards the house where the creepy stranger is. I can see the pond, I can see the tennis courts. It's pretty sick, and it's got a nice cool walkway. Follow me. Got more moat.
We got the moat filling up.
Tons of water here, guys, with another drawbridge that we have here so you can walk over. Again, the great thing about this is if we want to be super safe and secure in the middle of the night, all we got to do is remove the bridges and nothing's getting over this.
Across the bridge.
One of the things that we did was upgrade the security around the fort. Even if something was to somehow get over the drawbridge, we wanted to add some wiring around the entire fort, which we did with this. So we've got double wiring going around the entire exterior of the fort. And then something that I did not think we'd be adding today, but because the weather was getting a little bit crazy, we have officially tarped off the top of the fort. So it might be a bit dark underneath here, but as you guys can see, this whole place is completely safe from any rain or snow.
It makes it so much more cozy.
We definitely need lights and we definitely need some more stuff to make it homey, because this is where I have decided, are going to spend the next 24 hours. No hotel, no going away. Our house is taken over by the stranger. It's time for the Mud Boys to go 24 hours in the Mud Fort. And if you guys want to come along for the ride, smack that like button, smack that subscribe button, leave a comment down below on what we should add to our Mud Fort, and I will see you guys in the next video.